Hey, guys, welcome back. And do we have a lot to unpack right now because Lisa Rinna is coming back for Sutton's track and it is not ending. Okay, I'm done with the animated hands, but guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Lisa Rinna is slamming Sutton's track for lack of class, and she shared a photo from the Elton John Gala as she continues to shade Sutton Strack over the drama. Now, if you missed Watch What Happens Live, Sutton Strack went on and said, oh, should I tell you? No, I can't tell you because there's a little bit of hypocrisy here. And what was that hypocrisy? Well, if you guys missed my other video, then let me bring you up to date. Lisa Rinna shaded the hell out of Garcelle because Garcelle only gave her one thank you for every time she did something nice for her. She got her a birthday cake. Garcelle said thank you, but Garcelle, you messed up. Damn it, man, you messed up. And this is why. Because you didn't thank her more than once. You should have called her. You should have sent her a fruit basket. You should have sent her a glass of champagne, maybe even a bottle. I don't know. And then you should have called her maybe 5 more times, said thank you then, and then sent her a text message, follow-up, thank you. Then you should have logged into your former AOL account and then thanked her on a live chat. I don't know what Lisa wants. But when Sutton Strack was asked about this, she said, there's a little bit of hypocrisy here because I invited Lisa Rinna to a gala. It was an Elton John Gala where it was $10,000 per ticket. Well, Harry and Lisa were both invited as my guests and I paid for both of them, but never once did I receive a thank you. Lisa Rinna feels otherwise. This is what's being said. With the throwback party of the event, Lisa wrote the Elton John Oscar party, February 25th, 2019. Mind you guys, I was watching from TomTom. I was literally staring at the event and I saw the big white, I don't know if they're pavilions, covers, whatever it is. That way you can't see into the event. I could only see people pulling up and I was like, oh, what would it be like to get into one of those? And then one of my coworkers who was a server was like, hey, Adam, I got to go. Can you cover my tables? Because I'm going to that event. What? I was so jealous, but that's okay. I'm always happy for someone who's winning. Just kidding, I actually am. But Lisa Rinna continued on with guests of Elton, not Sutton. But I love that Sutton bought a table and all of the money went to the Elton John AIDS Foundation. That's a good thing. I love this look. And yes, I am this petty. Lisa Rinna, you don't have to remind us that you're that petty. We know you are relentless, Rinna. The only thing that we have to say is you were just a little bit disappointing this season because you didn't show up or show out. You just came for all the wrong people, Garcelle being one of them, and none of us appreciate it. And if you do appreciate it, go ahead, rip me apart in the comments, say whatever you want to say, give me the backlash that you think I deserve. That's fine. I just wish that she would have showed up, asked the tougher questions, and been the same relentless Rinna that we saw on season 10 when it came to Denise. We didn't get that side of her. And honestly, I found it to be a little bit annoying because this is how it works with the Housewives. They're all ensemble cast members. They all offer something completely different. And when they do, they are sort of built up into these characters. For example, Vanderpump Rules, Jax Taylor was known as the villain. He was the asshole that everyone loved to hate, but then people still wanted to watch him. And that was his character. Then you have someone who's more soft and reserved and sweet like Ariana Madix. Everyone just has a different character that they play into. Well, for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it's no different. Erica Girardi is deemed as our villain by the fans this season. Kyle Richards, we don't know where she's at or what side she's on. Lisa Rinna is still relentless Rinna, but just not in the same capacity, which is disappointing. And then, of course, we have someone like Kathy Hilton, who is like the mother of all, who, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just obsessed. Now, following Lisa Rinna's post, a number of fans had questions and they contacted Lisa via social media, and they pretty much suggested that if she and Harry sat at Sutton's table, she owed Sutton a thank you. They said if someone pays for your ticket and you sit at their table, that means that you're that person's guest to Elton John's fundraiser, and you should say thank you. They also continued with the fact that they were so confused. Are you saying you didn't sit at her table and you purchased your own $10,000 plate tickets? $10,000 per plate? Wow. I don't think it was per plate. I think it was per guest. But that's a great question, whoever asked it. But Lisa wouldn't say point blank who paid for the tickets. Instead, she stuck to her guns and said Elton John was the only one person deserving of a thank you. Thank you, Elton John, period. I talked about this yesterday with Dana Wilkie, and Dana was even laughing because she's like, this is kind of hilarious because it makes it seem like Lisa Rinna felt like she was important enough to just be invited to this fundraiser where everyone else in the room is paying $10,000 per ticket, but Lisa Rinna is not one of them. So she, in Dana's mind, Dana feels like she felt like she was like an honored guest. Like, oh, well, I know they all had to pay for their tickets, but for me, I didn't because I'm with Harry Hamlin. Wrong, Lisa Rinna. Sutton says wrong. She paid for your ticket. Just say thank you. Own it, right? Lisa then took to her Instagram and she shared a song from Real Housewives of New York. I guess we'll call her an OG, Luann de Lesseps. And in the song, she goes, money can't buy you class. You don't want me to sing, money can't buy you class. Elegance is learned, my friends. And then she continued on with it. And it's obviously subtle shade to Sutton. Well, she paid for you. So maybe you can use the money that you saved from the $10,000 and see if money can buy you class, Lisa Rinna. No shade. Sutton obviously knew that this was coming because she said on Watch What Happens Live after Lisa Rinna did a live social media post that they brought up on the show once Sutton, accused her of not saying thank you. Sutton said, we're going to have words about this. I purchased the $10,000 tickets for them, and I had other people with me as well. Jennifer Tilly was one of them. Perhaps they did not know that I actually bought the tickets for them. Maybe that's just a miscommunication. Sutton, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for throwing them a bone, but that is not what happened. Let's be honest about this. Let's be real and let's own it. There was not a miscommunication. How would they not know if everyone else in the room is paying $10,000 per ticket that someone didn't pay? I mean, how would they not know? That makes no sense to me. And also, Lisa Rinna, it's not that hard. You don't have to clap back. Just say thank you. Honestly, and if I were Sutton, I would be showing up and showing out with receipts. I'd be like, this is how much I paid. This is where, I spent the money. Look, I wired it right here. This is the email where I confirmed that you were one of my guests and sitting at my table. What other table did you have to sit at? That's my big question. So if you weren't Sutton's guest and Sutton didn't pay for you, what other table would you have been sitting at? What other ticket? Who gave you the ticket? Was your name just on a list? Who told you your names were on a list? Was it Sutton? I mean, there's so much more to this. If we had those details, we could completely debunk this whole thing. And I think that's important. However, as of right now, we do not have those details. My question for you is, do you think Lisa Rinna is in the right or is she in the wrong on this one? And for Sutton to not be responding, I have to give it to her because she really is showing her class that money can't buy. All right, guys. Well, I've asked you the questions to which I need all of your unfiltered opinions. So go ahead, comment below. And don't forget, today we are going live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to do Today's Hot Takes. It's our new segment that we'll be doing every night at 6 p.m. where we cover not only Bravo, because I feel like we talk so much about Bravo, which I love. Honestly, I do. But I want to talk more about entertainment news. What's going on with Wendy Williams? What's going on with Kim Kardashian? What's going on with the Gabby Petito case? What is going on with Fallon? Did she actually get married? Where is Portia right now? Is there anything that she has to say about it? Even though I know that pertains to Bravo. But I want to cover more. I just want to get more in depth. Even though this feels so surface and pop culture-y, what else are we here to do? All right. Oh, I need a break. I need a sip of water, actually. I have it right here. All right, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.